Welcome to Reading the Bible with Pastor. Today we're on Genesis chapter 19, starting at verse 15. We read last time that Abraham was bargaining with the Lord and wanted to save his family, his nephew Lot, in the region of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now today we'll read about the destruction and a little bit more about Lot's family. As the morning dawned, the angels urged Lot, saying, "Up, take your wife and your two daughters who are here, lest you be swept away in the punishment of the city." But he lingered. So the men seized him and his wife and his two daughters by the hand, the Lord being merciful to him. And they brought him out and set him outside the city. Lot and his family paused for a moment, maybe looking at their possessions and thinking what to bring. But the Lord had told them to leave now, quickly. And being merciful, he takes Lot by the hand and draws him out of destruction. Continue with verse 17. And as they brought them out, one said, "Escape for your life. Do not look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the hills, lest you be swept away." And Lot said to them, "O no, my lords, behold, your servant has found favor in your sight, and ye have shown me great kindness in saving my life. But I cannot escape to the hills, lest the disaster overtake me and die." Maybe thinking that his family would be moving too slow before the destruction came upon them to make it to the hills. So he's asking for a reprieve. "Behold, this city is near enough to flee to, and it is a little one. Let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my life will be saved." So instead of running to the hills, he is asked to run to a little city, and there which is closer to be saved. He said to him, "Behold, I grant you this favor also, that I will not overthrow the city of which you have spoken. Escape there quickly, for I can do nothing till you arrive there." Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar, which means little. The sun had risen on the earth when Lot came to Zoar. We see the Lord had actually waited for Lot and his family to be safe. Then the Lord rained on Sodom and Gomorrah sulfur and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, all the valley, and all the inhabitants of the city, and what grew on the ground. But Lot's wife behind him looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. She did not have faith, she did not trust in the Lord, and so looked back and disobeyed what the angels had told her to not stop, to not look back, and suffered the same punishment at Sodom and Gomorrah. She was destroyed. And Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord. And he looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the valley. And he looked, and behold, the smoke of the land went up like the smoke of a furnace. So it was that, when God destroyed the cities of the valley, God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had lived. God had listened to Abraham's prayers, and has saved his nephew, Lot. We'll continue with verse 30. Now Lot went up out of Zoar and lived in the hills with his two daughters, for he was afraid to live in Zoar. Remember, he was told to go to the hills first, but he was given a little time to find safety in Zoar, so he goes ahead and heeds that warning and goes into the hills. And the firstborn said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is not a man on earth to come in to us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve offspring from our father." So they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. She did not know when she lay down or when she arose. The next day the firstborn said to the younger, "Behold, I lay last night with my father. Let us make him drink wine tonight also. Then you go in and lie with him, that we may preserve offspring from our father." So they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. Thus both daughters of Lot became pregnant by their father. The firstborn bore a son and called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. The younger also bore a son and called his name Ben-Ammi. He is the father of the Ammonites to this day. The Moabites and the Ammonites are told about in the Bible, especially in Judges, where the Israelites are constantly in battle with the Ammonites, especially, and the Moabites. In Isaiah chapter 15 and 16, you find that there's an oracle against Moab, in that because of their disobedience to the Lord, he is going to destroy them. And for the Ammonites, in Ezekiel chapter 25, the Lord warns them that because of their disobedience, seeking after other gods, and being wicked people, he is going to destroy them. And we can read about that in Zephaniah chapter 2, starting at verse 9. Therefore, as I live, declares the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Moab shall become like Sodom, and the Ammonites like Gomorrah, a land possessed by nettles and salt pits, and a waste forever. The remnant of my people shall plunder them, and the survivors of my nation shall possess them. We see here that Sodom and Gomorrah are destroyed in Genesis, and the sons of the two daughters of Lot, as we read in Zephaniah, will be destroyed, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. We'll pick up next time with Genesis chapter 20, and if you would like, subscribe to the channel, and like and comment so that we can continue to share these videos with other people.